With the Carolina Panthers searching for answers on the edge, the center position, and possibly the wide receiver position, they get their answers in the form of 3 great players and 3 good moves. Want to know how? Find out on my first edition of the Carolina Panthers mock draft on Growlin' and Prowlin'. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you all for joining us. I haven't done a mock draft for the Carolina Panthers yet, but this is my first one. As the beautiful thing about the draft season, you guys, is everybody's got their opinions and their what teams are going to do. It's what makes it fun. I mean, there are so many sites that you can go to do these draft set. I happen to use the PFF in the NFL mock draft base as well. I've done several, but this is like the first one that I've done, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know I stuck with everything except I traded to be in the second round 3 times and twice in the 4th round. So I've got 2 4th round picks and 3 second round picks.
What a dumbass.
I ended up getting at the 33rd pick because this guy was available and I just could not resist this guy. A chop man. A guy who is just, in many drafts, this guy is snatched up early. Not in our draft. When I saw this guy was available, I had to jump on this right off the bat, you guys. I had to jump on Damian Chop Robinson. This wasn't even if this guy falls all the way down to 33, guys, listen, we have to jump on this guy. You know, so many people are saying this is a guy that reminds so many people of one Hassan Reddick. And listen, if we could immediately get that Brian Burns type guy back in the room, you got to go for it. And to me, I'm seeing quite a few mocks where guys are just kind of floating around out there. I told you guys on my other show, Gridiron Gaya Pro Style, this draft is deep. And honestly, it's going to determine the vibe of the night, you guys. And I mean, these mocks that we do is all going to be predicated on who has the hottest seat in the building and what is going to make their trigger finger more itchy at that very moment. If you're seeing 3 and 4 defensive ends or edge guys going off the board compared to 1 or 2 cornerbacks like we saw last year, you see them going back to back to back, and this year you're loaded at receiver. You could very well see a bunch of receivers just sitting there at 20 or 21, and then a whole mess of them come off the board. But then you could see some of the best tackles, interior linemen, defensive tackles, offensive tackles, just hanging around, or they're going off the board early. It could be a situation where all 6 of the top guys in the quarterback position go, and then you get a guy like Chop Robinson that's just sitting right there waiting on us. Then you get Jackson Powers Johnson. I was a little bit hesitant about taking him at 39, but here's the reality. Here is the true blue reality, you guys. We are going to have to answer this question eventually. We're going to have to answer this question. Now, in some mock drafts, they've got this guy 6'3", 320 pounds going to the Dallas Cowboys. And a couple of teams in between that the 20 and 26 pick. Guys, what's happening is you're seeing some value picks here, but not a lot. It could be value night, guys. It all depends on the vibes of the night. You can see teams that have, this is the best guy on the board. Let's go with him. Especially if we can't get a trade. Very well. I mean, and I get it. We got Austin Corbett, a guy who is going to have to shift. Dave Canellis has already said he's going to transition to center. And I know what a lot of people are going to say, well, why would you waste a pick on a guy who plays interior instead of going after one of those top-notch receivers? Guys, it was really tough. But he is one of the top 25 players in this draft. And with that 39th pick, I went ahead and I got this guy. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why would you do that? And honestly, this is a no-brainer. I'm just keeping it in perspective. It's a no-brainer. Junior.
Who cares?
And that's what I did. But I did make a trade. I traded one of our fourth round, I think it was fifth round picks to get back in the second round. And we drafted 6'3" Troy Franklin. Now, this is another guy that is going to go, if I recall correctly, based on a lot of what I'm seeing, he's going to go relatively in the middle of the road to teams such as the Eagles, Jaguars, Bengals, and possibly the Steelers in the middle second round, excuse me. And honestly, you guys, if this guy is still here at this position, yeah, we have to go get him because a lot of the good wide receivers are going to be gone. Yeah, and we have to really think about trying to add a big wide receiver. I'm tired of hearing, there was somebody that had Lad McConkey for us at 33. No. We have enough little guys that can run routes. We don't need any more little guys all over the field running. We need somebody that can stretch this defense. Deontay Johnson can do that, but we need a big guy. We need a guy that they have to double team. It's not a guy he's just going to run past you. Troy Franklin can run past you, and he's the big guy. I still say we need to bring back DJ Shark. We do got Mike Strachan on the roster. That's a good thing. We got Jalen Camp on there, so hopefully we can get Bryson to understanding back shoulder fades or just throwing it up for his guys.
Dumb shit!
Then we ended up back in the lower end of the fourth round, and we took Chris Abrams drain out of cornerback out of Missouri. Now, we're definitely going to need a cornerback. I wanted one of the top 4, but unfortunately we couldn't get one of those because those guys were swallowed up early in this draft. And that's the thing. The feel of these drafts, guys, is going to be important. What guys are the teams looking at to what are they looking at as the most important guys to get off the board, if you will? Because there's going to be a situation where these guys are getting drafted left and right, left and right, left and right. And I will say this, there's a lot of people that are high on Xavier Leggett. I am not, because we already have Xavier Leggett. Hello, Jonathan Mingo. I just think you can't give up on a guy like this so quick. That's the other thing that I think people are saying about, that will probably comment and say Xavier Leggett. Jonathan Mingo's the same player, and he's an inch and a half taller. Use what you got. Then with our final pick, I had traded most of our picks. We're going to walk out of here with 5 quality players. And a lot of people are going to say, 5 players? Well, here's the thing, guys.
Say it! You fucking idiot.
We got the players that we needed. A guy like Mekhi Wingo out of LSU. One of the silent wrecking balls that you can put in this rotation that can do some of the things that Coach Avero wants to do and open up what is very important to this unit, which is what I like to call depth. You have to have depth when you're running a 3-4. And honestly, we have some, but not nearly enough. With Raekwon Williams, Nick Thurman, LeBron Ray, we need some quality guys that are going to be able to come in and just do some serious movement that's going to push guys to the limit. Push them to the limit. That's what you want. You got Clevon Chasen, and of course my boy Amari Barno. He needs to get opportunity, you guys. Eku Leota, and of course DJ Wanham is just here, and then we get Shaq Thompson coming back. But guys, that's where I'm at. I really looked at one of these mocks, and guys, I'm gonna tell you, I was ecstatic when I saw this. They said the Panthers in one of these drafts by CBS that they were going to trade up. They were going to trade the number 1, the 33rd, and the 101st pick to the Buffalo Bills and draft Xavier Worthy. Now, how I did say I was tired of little guys. I cannot argue with 4-2-1, you guys.
What the?
Yeah, I can't. But then let's knock out the 39th pick that the Panthers had. And they got us selecting Nate Wiggins. So, guys, if you ain't familiar with Nate Wiggins, guys, you got to check this bro out. He is a specimen. One that ran the fastest time at the combine for a defensive back. And then, mark this. He's 6'2", 185 pounds. Ran a 4.28 at the combine. Could you imagine? South Carolina and a Clemson boy. Both big DBs.
Outstanding. Excellent. Well done.
Yeah, as I said, you guys, let me know what you think about my mock draft and so on and so forth. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinions at Growlin' and Prowlin'. Also, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Give me what your opinions are, where you think we need to go, where you think I messed up. Now, this is just based on, because you got to remember, mock drafts are not predicated on what you do. It's a lot of it's on what the other teams do. You got to go by the room. The rooms are going to be different because the reality of it is, if you get quarterbacks going off the board early and teams trading up, you could get the first 6 picks to be quarterbacks. People are projecting Michael Penix to go anywhere from the middle of the first round to all the way to the late second. Same with Bo Nix. And now all of a sudden, J.J. McCarthy, who's a guy I'm not sold on, that's another story. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up at Growlin' and Prowlin' on Facebook, and then hit me up at Growlin' and Prowlin' on YouTube. Also, like and subscribe so we can keep bringing this content to you guys. I love doing it for you guys. I love your feedback. It's really awesome to dialogue with you and see what you guys out there, guys and gals are out there thinking, I should add. But that's gonna do it for us. Till the next time, keep prowling the airwaves and keep growling out. Keep pounding.